Yeah, nah man, you know we gotta do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we gonna move y'all like this. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door. Watch the silly.
Okay, last subject, last topic, last one before we get out of here, and more. I think last week I had put a question about: is it my responsibility to change the way you present things, because we're in a changing environment, cultural empowerment, people having a voice and not the same old repetitive behavior, specifically by, of course, let's just say this, an industry where men dominate with what they feel the public should digest. So when you're doing HOtt PiXX, one of the things I ran into, as I mentioned earlier, is that there is this undercurrent of objectification, meaning that no matter what you're saying, you just want to see these wonderful, sexy women, and that's it. So I said it is my responsibility to at least recognize those who are achieving success. At the same time, their careers may interlope with, look, I am the walking example, not only of beauty, but of accomplishment. So, the color of fitness inspiration. And you know, one thing that we do know that is apparent in our society is that we're not getting healthier. There is what they call an abundance of abuse when it comes to our diets. Yeah, you said that. You said that. And the hate may be surrounding those who are the exception now, because people want to defend their position because they're not as healthy. And we can all understand that. So what I decided to do, if you don't mind, is take you through a journey of people who overcame odds and special stories. And here's the thing. Rating is not necessarily what you have to do. You just have to find out, have you been inspired? You think you can handle this, Mario?
I think so.
Are you sure now?
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the first one here. I'm gonna say, let me just say this. Don't be mad if they are attractive. Don't be upset if they are attractive. And like I said before, if anybody wants to suggest a topic or title for me to cover, you do it in a video and present it yourself. But don't be hiding behind links. Here we go with number one. Brittany Babe. Simply an influencer. And when I say that, an influencer because she's an athlete, Instagram model, personal trainer, entrepreneur, and influencer. Being born and raised in New York, she became famous at the age of 21, is now well known around the world. For Brittany, fitness is a journey with no final destination. Brittany Jackson has over 1.1 million followers and helps it run a multi-million-dollar brand, and she's still in college. This was in December 2017, so of course things have transpired since then. If you ever want to go take a look at what she's doing, you can always on your own click her website to see how she is doing this portal of activation. It's linking activity, and it has a clock and hours, seconds, and minutes, and it's active. Go check her out, but let me give you some more information. This is how she began. She said, I started to put my social media to good use, documenting my journey. People were asking me for help, so I made an email account and helped people daily for free by giving out meal plans, video guides, recipes, and tips. I stayed up all night. My mom was like, what's going on here? She told me that I can't do everything that I'm good at for free. That's when I began to build my business. My mom helped me a lot. She had to leave her job because I didn't know what I was doing. Mario, we've always said this. If you don't do it alone, you need a ride or die. This is an inspiration that belongs to who? Mom. Mom is saying, Mario, how many times have people told you?
For mom.
Wait a minute. How many times have people told you, Mario, you can't give this away for free? How many times have you heard it?
I want to talk about my sex life.
How many times you heard it, man? Okay.
All the time.
All the time. Now, wait a minute.
Yet I did give it away for free.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Why I like this is because, yeah, she's a little bit older now, But once you guys go check her out, just go look at her stuff on your own. We don't have time here because I'm moving through this stuff fast. You'll see that it's one of those examples where you go, Mario and I do this. We say when we go to locations, platform locations, if they're stagnant, you go through it once, you're done. Not hers. I'm just saying, not hers. All right, let's go to number 2. Number 2, this is the easy one. Massey Arias, health coach. Notice now, what's the number one thing here? Do you see them hiding behind how they look? No, this is how she looks. Massey Indira Arias is the exuberant certified personal trainer formerly known as ManCoFit, who is changing lives and inspiring a new generation of trainers. Born in the Dominican Republic, has been American resident since the age of 14 and currently resides and trains out of LA. She sets the example of how adopting a healthy diet, active lifestyle can change individual lives mentally, physically, and spiritually. Let me tell you what she had to overcome. She had to overcome, my abusive relationship left me severely depressed. What topic were we talking about earlier today? People who are suffering from depression. Fitness helped her through a terrible time. That was her outlet. And I've always said, you have to find a place to move your energy. She did. So this is not just a story of somebody who looks attractive. She had to find her way. And as a result, guess what she turned out to be? Now she wants to turn and help others. She says, one day I hope to influence a new generation of trainers to teach people a lifestyle instead of a quick fix to a bikini body. I want to teach people to fully believe that being healthy really is being happy. Roll up to the next pic, because I'm giving an example, a twofold example of how she changed herself through depression. So when everybody sits there and wants to hate on people and say, all beautiful people, whatever the case may be, they, don't pay attention to them, they all this and that. A lot of people struggle and they overcome. And so far, these stories, the first 2, are not people who say, I've always wanted to be this. Mario, I love it. One of the most inspirational stories I came around is Kiana Welch. And when you hear this term, and that was so funny, the other day, Mario was talking to somebody, I ain't gonna say who, and this discussion came in about CrossFit, and I was just listening. And a lot of people, go, oh man, that's that extra size, you can't go there. Well, let me show you Kiana Welch. Looks like a happy woman on the beach. Nice body, beautiful, gorgeous. She says, I'll finish a whole pound cake or eat 2 or 3 cupcakes if you put them in my face. That's her quote. Put them in my face, I'm gonna eat them. Her journey took her to actually being an American record holder and the clean snatch American record holder. Snatch above your head. I think it's about 40 pounds. So this woman went from a former gymnast and followed an example of a young lady named, I believe her name is Elizabeth Akinwale. You can go search her yourselves. She's an inspiration. She's definitely what they call CrossFit Supermax. This is her way where she's saying, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. This is one of the biggest transformations I've ever seen, where somebody goes from, I'm a gymnast, now I lift the most weight above my head than any other woman.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, so I'm stopping and going like this. When you go look at that before picture, did you ever see that coming? No, you didn't see it coming. So that's not the end. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to take you through these real quick and let's see which one is your most inspiring story. Okay. Quote, Lita Lewis, fitness trainer and instructor. My thighs were bigger than the boys. That's just simply how she put it. Instagram star Lita Lewis reveals how she went from hating her thick body, to building a fitness empire by embracing her natural figure. Lewis has built her fitness empire off the slogan, thick thighs save lives. Lita is a personal trainer who has a successful online fitness power, one that's helped transform the bodies of women the world over. Well, you can go to the next pic. Let's just keep it rolling because she has to tell you what she's dealt with and how she's embraced it. She is an Aussie, okay? Aussie Instagram star, inspiring black women with the thick fit message. She recently told ABC, although hers was a body which was built for athletics, like any teenager, she felt awkward and struggled to make peace with her shape. Lita Lewis used to cringe when people called her body thick. You know, Mar, we're around a community, especially around African Americans. Isn't thick supposed to be a compliment?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing that we assume that everybody wants to be thick and that's the path you follow? Is there something going around where people do butt implants? Is this? Come on, man. You got thumbs up.
No, guys, I know.
Oh, come on, man. I know people who are going, I wish I had it this thick. And then you have this other side where people are cringing because they said that's not the norm. It's ridiculous. So my whole thing is that she used this to overcome what she would call the lack of being accepted as being beautiful because she was thick. Now she's turned it into an empire where she can turn around and say, look, as long as I'm healthy and keeping it real, I'm good. You know, we got one more Mario. And we're going to find out what moves Mario the most, the story. You know. Okay. Anoa Aja, master trainer, Nigerian master trainer. She weighs more than 200 pounds. That's her master training weight. Is the first nationally recognized 200-pound curvy fit master trainer and group instructor. Along with her groundbreaking accomplishments in health and wellness realm, she is also the creator of a successful line of workout DVDs catered to women of all shapes and sizes. Professional influencer, entrepreneur, and mother of twin boys, Anoa has solidified herself as an inspiration to millions around the world. Aniwan Aja, better known as Anoa, was born in the Flatbush section of Brooklyn, New York, to Nigerian immigrants. Roll to the next to get an idea of how she has to work for what she has. Now, you and I would literally go, there are people rushing out going like, that ain't real. I want to get that. 200 pounds. Okay, that ain't real. I want to get that. 200 pounds. As a young adolescent with a dramatic growth spurt in muscular build, Anoa became a victim of bullying. As a result, Anoa experienced battles with depression and anxiety, and in lieu of her depression, she turned to sports and excelled as a Division I athlete. Like we keep saying, I keep saying this over and over again, a lot of times, and I felt like this also with people in various fields of entertainment, music, acting, and other forms. We take for granted that they think that they are special and that these things are happening and you shouldn't give them credit because they've been entitled. These are individuals who actually went out to overcome specific things that they weren't intended to do on their own, and they became successful. So that's my HOtt PiXX. Mario, you tell me which one is your most inspirational story. You give me your 1 and your 2. You can take it down the line.
Let's go from the top to the bottom. Because they were good from the top to the bottom.
Brittany Babe.
Just wonderful. And I must say, Vic, overall, I just am so impressed with this week's HOtt PiXX. Just your attempts to redefine it and stating those controversies and taking them head on.
Oh, yeah.
I have to give it to you. Really, really up the ante on that, my brother.
Hey,
and,
hey man, gotta
wow.
recognize.
And then the work behind it to find these examples.
Yeah.
And of course, I love it. I love it, and I love it for all the old-time reasons, too. I love it because I support our sisters who are seeking to elevate themselves as fellow human beings.
Yes.
And then I also celebrate it because as a man, I'm going, you beautiful, fine, wonderful specimen of womanhood.
And without having to say, don't look at who I am, these women are embracing that they were gifted with something that they had to turn into something else without people using what they call, well, this is what society likes right now. Embrace and use it for whatever reason. Go ahead, man. Who's your number 1 and 2?
I think my number 1 has to be Lita Lewis.
Lita Lewis. Bully.
You know, just all of that because of what she's working out against.
Yes.
And also my number 2, I think, is Anoa.
Anoa. Yeah, you know what? Anoa got me because the idea that, first of all, you say 200 pounds.
Yeah, she just,
dude.
she just,
you just go, oh my goodness, and been able to show that you can be in good condition. Okay, she's
we've known some like Chikwasi.
Right.
These are people who are genetically endowed
right
to be bigger, stronger. They are genetically endowed now.
Right.
They have to take and work that.
Right. Right.
But just as physical specimens.
Right.
Look what the Lord has brought.
And so still my number 1 is Kiana Welch because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because I went to see her stuff back in MySpace days. What she was doing to go from what they call the graceful aspects of being a gymnast and everything else, and then turning into this powerhouse. I'm sorry, that's my number 1, man. Like, I'm sorry. So hey, look, all the stories may not be similar like this, but that's my number 1. My number 2 is Anoa. Wow, inspiring, man, because she took what God's given her. And when you go see all those pictures, you go like, you just been blessed with having what they call a thick body that's still in shape with heavier muscles. HOtt PiXX, done.
HOtt PiXX, everybody.
There you guys. Try to push through it. Appreciation, much love to these ladies, man.
Yeah. Nah, man. You know we gotta do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we gonna move y'all like this. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door. Watch the